Right, good morning guys, so my name's Chris and I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and the video you're about to watch is a week's worth of my sales. So it's everything that's sold on eBay. I do try and tell you roughly where it came from, roughly the costs associated to it, and then at the end I do tell you a full sort of sales report and the full costings, as in delivery costs, etc, things like that, and what I'm left with at the end of it. So that'll give you a rough idea about how profitable or non-profitable it actually is to do this for a week. But anyway, I record this at the end of the week, and when I say the end of the week ended on Tuesday and I'm on Friday, so I'm a little bit far behind and I can't actually even remember how good or bad of a week it was. Apologise for that. But anyway, I'm going to let past me take over and then you see future me at the end. Right guys, so Wednesday morning, so we're doing Tuesday sales, start of the week, first day. This fake baby doll. Oh wait. Change that, that's Romeo. Still a bit under the weather, still wants attention. She can go on the floor. Now, first one of the day is this Shark main motor body. It's for a flex, guys. Surprise, surprise this week, innit? Now, what we did with this one, which we don't normally do because... what was it? I can't remember. There's something somewhere on it. It's in the description. I could look. Can't remember. Can't see it. There's something somewhere that made us basically go, tell you what, we'll stick the battery with it. And went for $34.99, same day of listing. So what I probably should have done was either put that higher or not bother with the battery and taken a lower offer. The code on that, by the way, is IZ300 UKT26. Feels like it's been a minute since I sold one of these. That's a wall clock. Now that one is a bit battered. Okay, there's a little bit of damage all around it. Like all wall clocks I get, they never seem to be fully functional. That one's from the London Clock Company. That's actually a good one to watch out for. Really good brand. That went for $34.99. Did take a fair bit of time to sell. I'm not 100% sure. I'd probably say around a month or two. Maybe a little bit longer. But $34.99, guys, I remember that one cost me £3, so it's not bad. They're a bit of a pain to ship, bit of a pain to pack. But they're alright to deal with. Just... we did get one where the chime worked and we stored them in my loft, and I tell you what, it went half annoying when it went off at night. These took an hour to sell. I'm going to be honest, I think it was right time, right place, right day of listing. I think somebody wanted a pair very similar to these. They're London, they are Airwalk Neptune grey lace-up skater trainers, sneakers. That's what we put on the title anyway. I remember Airwalk from when I was at school. Lots of people I knew wanted to wear them and had them, so I tried them on a gamble. There's only £1, but it took about 3-4 hours. I don't think that's the brand though, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's right time, right place. Could be the brand, could be a really good brand to watch out for, but it's the only one I've bought, so I can't 100% guarantee it. But I would say right time, right place up now. G-Tech Airvan battery. It's gone for $24.99. We used to do these $19.99 and they flew out. This one sat for probably around a month. So realistically, guys, if you get some of these in and you want to sell them in a week, do it at $19.99. You don't mind waiting a month and making an extra $5, $24.99. All these sales, by the way, guys, are in the order they came through in. That, I'm not going to open it too much. That is a Despicable Me single bed cover. Now, people warned me a lot, don't do bedding and things like that when you get into this. It is a little bit awkward, guys, because like the space I've got with ain't a bed, so it's like, you know what, it's a little bit awkward. It is used, it is cleaned, but we do recommend on this in the description, we do clean this bed in. However, as a parent to potentially a young child that's buying a lot of the bedding we're selling, we would highly recommend that you clean this yourselves once you get it. So, you know, it's clean, it's tidy. And it went for £13. It cost me £1 from a charity shop. I got loads of this for £1. Right, okay, I'm gonna put the camera. Okay, so if anybody thinks like these videos are 20 minutes long, 30 minutes on a really heavy week of sales, if you think it's easy to get this recorded and then edited and done all that, let me show you what I'm dealing with. Say hi. He is ill, so he doesn't normally come in here, but the amount of times we have to re-record things because he just randomly lets out a massive scream, and I think, Everyone's gonna think I abuse my children. I can't have him screaming. Morning guys, Thursday morning, so doing Wednesday sales. Some good ones to go through. You know when you're glad to really see the back of something? That's this. It's a Hot Wheels Mega Garage, which, you know, you put cars in it, you turn it around, you can open it somewhere. Honestly, I've been tripping over this for months. It sits, so where you guys sit on top of, you sit on top of 3 of my storage boxes and a couple of my board games, just to add the height on top of the stand, underneath the stand, sorry. This sits in front of them, and it's a friggin', it just didn't go on racking, didn't fit in shelving, just such an awkward shape and size for me. But it bought me in 30 quid, and it only cost me 2 quid at an auction. Diesel jeans, Diesel Industry jeans I should say. I love picking these up, because they're really easily identified. Just in there's a tag with its waist, its leg size, and what jeans they are. So these are Xanthan. Yep, Z-A-T-H-A-N. And they went for 40 quid. I think this is the second one of these to sell this week. Shark Power Nozzle. It's model AZ910 UKT40. That went for 30 quid. Real Super Dry Bag. That went for $14.99. Guitar Hero Gibson for the PlayStation 3. Now this doesn't come with the dongle, I've been led to believe. I don't actually know. It might. I haven't got a clue what the dongle is, but I've had about 12 messages and I'm about to keep saying it comes with what's in the photos. I don't know what the dongle looks like, so it might be there, it might not. Someone's bored though. Took a week. The last 3 of these I had one took 2 minutes, but I sold 3 in a matter of, like, the longest one took a day. So I picked this one up in a heartbeat. It took a week. Maybe I filled the market. Shark Power Nozzle again. This one's model NZ850 UKT DB31. If anyone's interested, by the way, from what I've been made to believe, UKT means it's UK. The very last 2 numbers, that's like the colour of it. Well, no, not the colour, sorry. It basically is like the accessories it comes with, and that one is new. So, weird that that's that. This is what I've just Googled and what I've sort of pieced together. I could be wrong, but yeah. I'm trying to work out the whole code, like how they get to it, like what's the difference between an NZ and an N and a ZN and all that, but don't know. If I figure it out, I'll get back to you. Vax Pace main motor body, no battery, that's gone for 30. Shark handle plus hose. Code NV680 UKT40, LM for 15 on offer. This one, oddly, the power nozzles are pretty good. The hoses are pretty cheap. I mean, to be fair, this one isn't in the best of condition, so I would have to take a hit on it. But despite that, you'd still think these would do alright, but they don't. But anyway, that's it for Friday morning. Saturday sales. If anyone notices that we're tired, or if you can see behind me, I'm trying to hide it quite well. There's a video coming out of it, but we've moved a load of stuff out of here into a shed. We're getting more efficient. We're going from part-time to full-time, which I've done, and now we're putting a lot of stuff in here that's full-time. We spent a lot of money on boxes. We got racking coming. It's in my basket. I just haven't paid for it yet because you got a budget, guys. Got a budget, very important. But you're not here for that. You're here for the sales. So, first one, I had to laugh about the fact that these sold myself. That is some vintage German World War, I think it's World War anyway, I'm not sure, but military issue cutlery. You get a knife, it's in there, fork and a can opener. I bought a load of this, boxes full, and I'm retailing them at $9.99 for a set of 2. First one sold, I paid £10 for 2 boxes full. So, one more sale, I'll be in profit on them. Pretty good. And that took a day, by the way, 1 day to sell that. Golf trolley. Right-handed set of golf clubs. Now, I did them cheap for the set. I took 55. The reason I took 55 is the guys essentially paid, I think it's 78.17 or something. I'm not sure. They're off to Belgium or somewhere anyway. Or I can't remember where they're going. Italy, not Belgium. They're off to Italy. So, global shipping program, quite an expensive thing for them to buy on global shipping. Anybody's buying anything global shipping off me, especially stuff like this, always send me a message, guys, before you buy it, because I understand your costs of shipping. I'm not going to waive them, I'm not going to knock the full amount of your shipping off, but I'm happy to work with you and help you with it. Shark Flex pipe, guys, we all know how much these are loved in this household. Code HZ500 UKT12. Not 100% great, there's a little bit of chipping on the paint, but really, really, really good condition. That went for 30. Most I think you'll see on that, 34.99, but still, 30 quid's good turnaround on one of them for me. Pair of TU Black Fork Suede zip up boots. Part of the reason, guys, why it's very important to send offers every single day of the week is they don't always convert to sales. This one did. These are $24.99. I set a 10% off offer at like 7 AM and they accepted it at like 9 PM and paid. It's really weird timing, but either way, they're gone. RAC Jet Wash. It's going by down, it's heavy. RAC Jet Wash. No lances, no parts to it. It does work, but it's used frequently. 34 quid. Took an offer down from 40. Bought this whilst I was on holiday because I've done really well off Five Nights at Freddy's stuff in the past. I paid £1.50, turned that into £14.99. Had this a while, gambled on it. Samsung SyncMaster P2050 PC computer monitor, 20 inches. I paid £3.50 at a auction. We do need to get a bit of the dust off this one because it has sat for a long time. And that's gone for £30 all in. I think that's alright, I don't know. Technology's aging, so. Happy Saturday morning. Good news. Kids are no longer ill in my household. Bad news. Both friggin' parents are. They've passed it to us. Damn it, I need somebody to pass this over to. Fantech PlayStation 2 Speedster free steering wheel with the pedals. That went for 30 quid. That cost me £5 in a charity shop. Pair of Ugg sliders. No idea why these are popular. They're size 4, so they're very small. Size 4. My dog's kicking off in the garden. She doesn't like the neighbour's dog. Don't know why. But if they saw each other, they'd really get on. Or my dog would try and eat her. My dog is technically a guard dog and doesn't like other dogs. Hey, stop barking at the neighbour's dog. She's probably a very nice dog. You've never met her. Get off me. Shark power nozzle, that's for power fins. The number on it is IZ300 UKT26. It's gone for £28. Playmobil set, not complete, nearly complete. The original price tag's still on there for £4. That's what we paid in Team Pondy, and that went for 30. HP Office Jet, all-in-one printer. The number is 4620. Took around 3 days to sell, £25, down from 30. And this didn't take too long either. Bought this from the warehouse I go to when I was out with my brother-in-law. That is a Maxim 31 day mechanical pendulum wall mounted clock. That's gone for £50 all in. Cost me a tenner. Right, good morning. Bank holiday morning. Well, no, technically it's Tuesday morning, but it's midnight. So we've been up drafting. We've got illness running through the household again. Oh no, I deleted last week's video because I lost a lot of footage. My kids were ill last week. They made me ill. And Kirsty. I've been really, really busy this whole weekend. And now we're a bit behind on the drafting. Stayed up late to get the drafting done. And we looked at it and went, we're doing a lot of Royal Mail collection at the minute, so we should get the recording done and then we'll do the packing in the morning. And hopefully we can get this stuff picked up early. We've got 17 orders to go through. Going well. So, main motor body for a Shark vacuum. Number is NV602UKT. That's it. That went for $34.99. That's a power nozzle from a Shark Flex. Again guys, model number HZ500UKT12. That went for £30.
I should say both those two sales were listed this weekend. So the sales that we're doing, guys, these are Saturday afternoon, Sunday all day, Monday, bank holiday Monday, all day, and about the first 15 minutes worth of Tuesday. Those two were listed this weekend. They sold this weekend. This was also listed this weekend. It's a Shark Flex main motor body. I do actually need to go on my phone to get the code. Code is HV390 UKT26. That went for £17 on offer. Not the most desirable one. It's mostly because it's corded, guys. If that was corded less, it would have been worth more. Again, guys, lots of vacuum cleaner parts to start this off. I'm actually going backwards. These are my most recent sales. So this one's code AZ910 UKT31. That's gone for £13 on offer. This is quite good. Remember a time these used to do better. So this is a load of Skylander figures. So in there there's just, it's a bag full. I think, yeah, 39 figures in total. So I did start going through them because some of them are still quite valuable. And I was picking some out and there was like £5 here, £9 here, £7 here, and I was like, you know what? Like, because at the same time there's all these ones that don't have a value or are like £1 to £2. So you know what? Put them all together. I asked £50 on that. It has sat around for, I don't know now, quite a while anyway, I'm going to say. Quite a while, at least 2 months that's been sat around. I had a couple of questions throughout that time period. Offer came, well, counter offer came through, which means it's below my minimum offers, £35. You know what, it cost me £5 or £8 from a charity shop, can't remember. I think it was £5 for the lot. Let's get it gone. Another Sharkmain motor body. This one is code MV601UKT. No, just UK31. That's gone for £25. Silent Night Comfort Control Electric Blanket. Not really that popular in summer. These are a lot more popular heading out of summer and especially in winter. But that's gone for £14.99 asking price. That cost me £3.50 from an auction. Shark Power Nozzle. Again, guys, code AZ910 UKT31. That's gone for £35 on offer. This one is the weirdest clock I've ever sold. So, I had question after question after question on this from a guy in India. We couldn't ship it to him, not sure why we couldn't ship it to him. I even took it off eBay, put it back on. Put it back onto eBay. I've actually lied. Just noticed I lied to the customer because he asked, does it come with a key? And I said no. Turns out it does. Could message him. But he put me in an offer of £35 and he said, I know that's lower than what you said because you said you do 38 when you was asking 50. But I've just seen my global shipping fees and they are very, very expensive. So to tell you what, I'll accept £35. But I see how much you spend. So if you're lying and it's not that much, because I don't know where he's from at this point, because I knew it wasn't the guy from India, I knew it was somebody else, I will cancel the order. It came through that he spent £101 and something pence to get this to Saudi Arabia. Go figure. He should be happy when that key arrives though, because he was thinking that there wasn't a key. Is a vintage Widup wall clock, by the way. I love picking up leather. I always do. That is Manor, not the best brand. We had it up £24.99. We set a 10% offer out. Somebody accepted that, £22.49. Sold and on its way out the door. Michael Kors purse, unfortunately doesn't come with any money. Not in the best of condition, but we still held out for a semi-decent price because of the branding. That went for £14.99. Not my team. I don't follow football at all. But a Norwich City FC full zip hoodie. I think it's size large. Size large. That's gone for £19.99. Shark vacuum one tube. That is MV602 UKT66. £11. Again, not the best, guys, but through Yodel that'll be around £3 shipping. So when you're just trying to, 1, decrease the cost of listing, and 2, increase the maximum revenue on sales. Really important to maximise them, guys, with stuff like this. The ones are the slowest selling of all the pieces. On most vacuums, on most, I'm going to say not on all, but on most. And they are the cheapest, again, on the vast majority, not all. But again, it's only 2 to 3 quid profit, guys. When you're full time, you don't want to throw away 2 to 3 quid. And if you add that up over the year, it does help. And again, this keeps my costs low. If I throw away all these, some of the days where my listing price is £3 to £4, it's actually going to be 5 to 6, which then means that I'm not making profit on those items, or as much profit as what I should be. So these do help. Speaking of which, there's the next one, and I actually had to go through 3 of these exact ones to find this one, and it's AZ 910 UKT40. That's the one as well. Now, if you guys haven't noticed yet, you might not have noticed because I don't know if I've actually shown you the one, but AZ 910 UKT, ignoring the 40, I've sold that full vacuum. I've done the motor body, I've done the one tube, I've done the power nozzle, and we've done the handle and hose. And the 40, according to Google, I'm not 100% sure, but when I Googled it for somebody that was asking me if they're 31, they had a 31 and I was selling a 40 to see if they wanted to know the parts. Google said that the only difference in the parts on the AZ 910 UKT, the only difference to that 40 was the price, the colour and the accessories included. They're all interchangeable. So technically I've sold that entire vacuum. Another power nozzle, guys. This one is NV700 UKT31. We've had this one a long time. And I can tell by the way it's been cleaned. This is when we didn't used to clean them very well, and we just asked a lot less. That also reflects in the price, £15. If I'd have actually cleaned that up, this is a bit loose as well, which I could have tightened. If I'd have put some time and effort in, guys, that probably would have given me an extra tenner. Would it have been worth it back when I first started doing vacuums? No, because it took me a long time to work out how to get all the little pieces out, how to clean them all, how to do everything. Would it be worth it now? Yeah. When I'm doing a lot of them, yeah. To do it on its own, not so much. But when you're doing a lot of them, you're getting a rhythm. It's nice to sell something that's older than I am. That's a vintage 1970s Badger Piccolo amp. Amazing that it all works from a lovely little old lady at, I actually remember exactly where it was. It was Starbridge Rugby Club car boot on a Wednesday. Paid £5 for that and it sold for 20. With postage, I'm not going to make a lot of money. It was a gamble. Stuff like this, vintage, retro, brands you've never heard of, and music I've very rarely heard of any. This was going to go one of two ways. This was either going to be worth quite a lot of money or not that much. And I'll be honest, I'm stood there in front of a nice little old lady who is very charming, is talking to me very nicely, and, you know, all those little things. I ain't pulling my phone out and checking it in front of her when she's only asking a £5. I'm going to just take it and hope for the best. And either way, I'm going to make a couple of quid. And my last one, guys, and promise it's the last vacuum piece for the weekend. It's another Shark power nozzle, MV601 UK31. That's gone for $34.99. And for the record, that one that's gone for $34.99 and the one that went for $15, they're from very similar models, very similar ages, very similar timepieces. The difference between the two is this one's a slightly better model. The pieces, therefore the pieces are slightly rarer, therefore it's worth slightly more. On top of that, this is a newer piece to us, so it has been cleaned better. It has been, you know, everything in it has been looked after better than what the other one was, but the style, everything on them is basically the same. There's a £20 price difference. That again, guys, is just down to the rarity, the fact it's a slightly better model, and the fact that it is, this one is a hell of a lot cleaner than what the other one is. But hey ho. Right guys, so back again. Got the numbers for you. Going to try and keep it quick and simple this week. So in sales, we did £1,116.24. So that is a total asking offer, all the prices added together. That's what we made. The cost of those items was £222.70. Roughly, there might be a couple that were a little bit of a pants out on when we do the big bundle deals. eBay took offers in store fees, £148.90. Not bad for the services you get. The ad fee, so for your promoted listings, that came to £24.80. The delivery fee total, which was Yodel, Parcelforce, Royal Mail, is £217.78. So that means that our total profit on that was £504.66. And I do say it every single week, guys, there is other hidden costs that are associated to that, i.e. things like fuel, tax, my wages, things like that. I don't put my wages onto there because I just don't. My wages always do depend, and I'm the last bill that comes out of that account every single week. Fuel, a little bit difficult because I go to a car boot, as an example. When I go to Coles, there's a really good wholesalers just down the road, or cheap supermarket, or whatever it's called. I go there as well. I would go there anyway. Would I go there on a Wednesday? No, but I would go there. So the fuel association there is a little bit difficult to judge. My accountant's really good at it. She works it all out. She knows what she does, so I just wait to hear off her at the end of the year. Same for the tax. I've no idea. I just let her deal with it. She tells me what to pay or what not to pay, and I pay what she tells me to pay. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. If you like the video, guys, I'd be very grateful. And if you can share and subscribe for more, hopefully I'll end up seeing you on the next one.